Ask yourself, who else could do this for me? And if I had the extra time, what else can I do that's more useful? I'm Nick McLean, and this is a lesson that I learned from a multimillionaire who had started and sold numerous 7 and 8 figure companies. He said, if I lost everything, I could do it all over again from scratch because I learned something. I learned how to delegate and operate using the most useful parts of my time. Peter Drucker always said it's not enough to be busy or even productive, but Peter Drucker talks about being useful. I learned this early in my real estate career as I built my real estate team under the Teamerage model. I was still working with buyers and also focusing on sellers. And I thought to myself, I'm the best. Nobody can do it as good as Nick McLean. In fact, Nick McLean Real Estate Group was the name of my first brokerage and team. My name was on the sign and my reputation had to live up to that name. I wanted to build goodwill and reputation. And as I became more and more popular and more in demand, I became more and more busy and productive. But was I being useful? I got a call one day. I answered it, and it was Beth, other end of the line. And Beth, see, I sold her a house 4 years ago. I gave her the absolute best service possible. I would never say no. I worked 7 days a week, 365 days a year. I was available nearly 18 hours a day, immediate response time. And she remembers that white glove service. And about 90 days ago, she reached out to me and let me know that she was interested in buying another house, potentially selling her other one, and that I should go ahead and start looking for her. But I was so busy, I didn't really get back to her. I figured she was going to use me no matter what. And she called me and she let me know out of respect that she had found another home and she had bought it. And I was gut wrenched. I had lost that client. And I kind of asked her why, thank you for telling me this, but what did I do wrong? And she said, you're too busy. You were too productive and you weren't available for me anymore. So I went ahead and found somebody that was available. And at the time I had a team of 5 other agents, hungry, motivated, available agents. Any one of them would have done better than what I just did. And I had to look in the mirror and make a decision. Is working with buyers something I can give up? And who can I give it to? And if I didn't work with buyers, what could I do with my time that was more useful? And so I did. I gave up buyers and I never worked with a buyer again. I delegated it to my team. And what I did that was more useful is I focused 100% on marketing and listing homes. Marketing the team and listing homes. And you know what happened? My sales increased, my personal production increased, and the agents on my team were getting access to my sphere of influence, bottom funnel leads. And you know what? They were doing better than I was because I was naive to think that I was the same top producer, the same available person. I was no longer that person. And my service, frankly, wasn't that good. And so here's the principle you should know. It's not just delegate. If somebody can do it 80% as well as you think you can do it, I say that very specifically, how 80% of how you think you're going to do it, because reality is you're not even doing it to the level that you're capable of. But 80% of what you're capable of, you delegate it. And you never look back and you focus on other dollar productive activities that are higher levels. Same thing will happen to you on the listing side. You will become more and more productive, more and more efficient, more and more busy on the listing side. And you're going to have to start to delegate some of those listing duties and responsibilities and opportunities to other people that are going to do a better job. So look yourself in the mirror and think, what steps am I skipping? When you start skipping steps that you used to never skip, the intentiveness, the preparation, the follow-up, the hunger, you don't have that fire in your belly anymore, you're not operating 100%. So Think about these duties. It's not all about delegating non-dollar productive activities. Sometimes it's about delegating the dollar productive activities because this chances are you're the bottleneck in the company as a team leader and you need to focus on getting those opportunities to other people that, hey, they might not be as good as you, but they're going to be better than you when you're stressed out, overworked, busy, and not attentive, and you're developing them. They might fall down, they might screw up, they may not convert, but they may do better than you. And that's a little scary for a team leader, but that's what you have to do as a team leader to be vulnerable to that. I'm Nate McLean. This is Team Growth Brokerage. This is $1 Million Team Principles. And keep coming back for more. Sign up for Team Growth Tuesdays. You can go to www.teamgrowthtuesdays.com for our weekly team meeting. We're a meeting for team leaders. Keep coming back. Find me online. Reach out to me if you want to build, grow, or scale your team. We're looking for team leaders that want to join, that want to scale, that want to be independent, they want to have their brand forward and not be held back by a brokerage that doesn't understand teams.